there.
Okay, vendors, we have like over 60-something vendors already, so it's really good for this point.
Nice.
So we're pretty full up.
That's awesome.
We do have the German guy, the German food guy.
Oh, good.
He's coming. We do have to come up with at least, where we're gonna put him. So I did tell him he's gonna be in proximity to the beer garden. I don't really know what that means yet, but we'll have to figure that out. I guess Christina had to weigh in on that one.
So I do have a...
Did you draw that?
No. This is high art, is what this is, compared to what I can draw. So I had Christina kind of do a general plot plan, and they actually want the beer garden to come up to the barn this year.
Up to the barn?
Up to the barn.
What do you mean?
So,
Picture.
can we get this on camera? Is that,
Yeah.
we gotta zoom in? So so where the, where we usually are,
Yeah.
okay, still there, but expand it up to, kind of the left-hand side if you're looking at the barn.
So they want us to take more space?
Yes,
Why?
for a very good reason.
More beer?
What's that?
More beer?
Well, no,
Okay.
but
It doesn't hurt us.
But yeah, right. Doesn't hurt them either. But what they're looking to do is Phil Smith is going to offer photographs to the dogs that are in the race, and they're going to use the barn as the place where they're going to do that. So they actually want to kind of bring the lemonade stand and stuff like that out closer so that there's more going on in that little area. So in other words, the beer's not quite so far away from like the stuff that they're doing.
Okay, here's the problem,
Yep.
okay? When you apply for a permit, okay, you give a map, and then there's square footage involved,
Okay.
okay? So, I cannot do that this year.
Well, we can to an extent, because what I can ask is, can we have the German food guy over there? So it expands. So the beer garden comes to that. You know what I mean? So beer garden comes to here, and then that extra space is the
German food guy.
Yeah,
On
German
which
food guy.
side?
on the left side.
Wait, so in
So
between the
you-
barn and the beer garden?
Right.
So if the...
I don't get, but I don't get the goal, what they're trying to accomplish by moving the beer garden up onto the dirt, because that's what that is, right? If, the driveway, because we're already up to the driveway of the doors to the barn.
We're right up to the edge of the barn is where that rope comes across. That's where actually
Yeah.
before
Are we up
that,
that
because
far?
the porta potties
Huh?
are there.
Yeah. Are we up that far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're already up to
So
the
you're
edge of the
already
barn.
Right.
And then right up against the back of the barn is where we put the porta potty thing.
Yeah.
So we're actually following the edge of the barn all the way to the street. We squared it off.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
also a rock
So-
ledge there, if I recall,
Mhm.
where the barn comes out. There's
Yep, a little
there's
bit, maybe
Yeah, a little bit of one.
2 feet, foot and a half out, up high too,
Yeah.
yep.
It's a nice place to
So-
sit when you need a place.
So they're trying to drag us up onto the
Well-
driveway?
I wonder if,
There's no dirt there. That's all grass.
yeah, it's all grass.
It is, I just mowed it.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you, and
Mowed-
sorry.
So you mowed the
Dave,
driveway,
make it.
right?
Yeah.
It's a driveway that, okay.
It's not quite dirt.
Yeah,
It's
but,
not
yeah,
as
but
luscious.
it's also not level though. And what happens is that means that, because right now, where we put it is like on a crest, and it goes down, and then it becomes level. What's gonna happen is if we move it up there, then we have this in the middle of the beer garden.
You know what? Let's walk it off this weekend because I think they're doing
Alright.
another
Yard sale?
yard sale this weekend. I know Christina's doing a 5K, but probably after that she'll be over there. We can kind of walk it off and see.
Could do it on Saturday, Saturday morning.
Yeah.
You take us out for breakfast and then we can go over there and do that?
No, because that actually fits with what because I was gonna suggest, I wanna do an experiment also. I
I did some of that in college.
wanna test the radio,
All right.
all right? So we can set it up like down next to the post office, which is kinda what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And then, we'll play something to it. And I wanna see, I wanna test what it sounds like at the Mumford Lodge, because that's really the furthest. The other one's line of sight,
Yeah, right.
you know?
What time do you
I
want
wanna,
to do this
I wanna
Saturday
see what it
morning?
does, I wanna see what it
It'll be
does.
Saturday
to-
afternoon. Because she has a 5K in the morning. We're going water skiing.
Oh, right. I had a game till 2.
So maybe it'll just be like after, like legit afternoon. I'll send out an email.
Keep me posted, yeah. I'll join you. So you take us out for dinner?
I'm not.
Oh, I thought you said that.
You
I
said no to
didn't say it. He
breakfast,
said
so.
I'll buy you a
We
donut.
assumed that meant dinner.
I thought one of the three, so.
I'll take you to the little coffee bean and I'll buy you a muffin.
I really think that's all we were asking
Just the
for.
top.
Yeah, there you go, Muppet Top. Thanks, buddy.
So what time Saturday?
I'll send
afternoon.
that. I gotta coordinate with Christina.
All right. Okay, so we'll get both of those things done on Saturday. All right, well, down there, and check that off, because that was on my list. Prizes.
You get to put in,
Prizes,
Tony takes
so-
us out for lunch.
So far, I have 5 in hand. You said you have about 10 more
I
that
have
have
about
come
10
in.
more.
Not a lot. Once I
Yeah.
get those 10 from you, I can start looking around the town and see if I can
Mm-hmm.
finagle anymore, but I'm not feeling real confident.
You shut that down, I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt the meeting.
It's all good.
I do have an idea,
Okay,
okay?
I like a good idea.
What we can do is we can take a few $100s, like $200-300,
Mhm.
and go buy a bunch of gift cards.
Mhm.
Like a Dunkin' Donuts $5 card or something.
Yep.
And then that'll augment the prizes that we have,
Mhm.
and
Okay. Soccer game.
it'll work.
Okay.
Typically, we usually have somewhere around $200-300
So later.
Dollars worth of prizes.
worth of prizes. So
I figured it. I thought it was like
You think
around
you can do
100
there?
prizes last year.
yeah.
That they had.
Well,
between
so
the two.
we can kind of come up with that if we come up with a bunch of small prizes.
Okay.
You know, so I'm not opposed to doing that.
Okay. That sounds like
What do you think of
good
that?
solution.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Hmm?
It's a good idea.
All right, so we'll do a. I'll drop off what I have
Mhm.
to you so that you can see what it is.
Yep.
Pat's Peak is in there.
Oh,
They give
cool.
lift tickets, so we do have some pretty
Some
good
decent
stuff.
ones. Yeah. No, and
Um,
the ones that I have received so far are pretty good. Most
Yeah.
of them are like.
We're gonna have on the ones that you got
$25
returned
or more.
back to you. We're gonna cross those
Yep,
off the list.
I'm
and
already
we'll
on it.
Make a brand new list.
I'm
with new-
updating the spreadsheet.
That'll work.
Getting
And
pages
then we'll
on
put
it
out a mailing next year a lot.
a lot earlier. Yep.
All right, so that'll get us past this one. In years past, we asked the highway department, they got this big sign that says one way closed,
Yep.
remember?
Mm-hmm.
And we put, Main Street closed, Douglas Oktobefest on it.
I remember vividly. I was the one that suggested it.
Yeah, can you, make sure that happens again?
Yeah, I'll follow up with them on that.
Awesome.
We got the sign you saw up over at the fire station.
Yeah,
I saw you put up the banner.
yep.
That looks good.
What are you doing, Keith?
We did it a little.
The road closed sign for the DPW.
We did
Different
the
scale.
banner a little different this year. One of the problems that we have is that when they put up like these fence posts, and they're really like channel iron or something, and they put the cable across it. But you can't hang a banner on that because it pulls the post like this, and then the banner sags. So in the past, what I've done is I put like strapping across it so that it holds those posts locked, and then it made a solid thing to hang the banner on. But every time they take it down for us, they never put that back up. so I said, wow, this is becoming like a project every year. So I come up with the idea of making a frame for the banner.
Worked out
It's made
awesome.
out of pipe. We can just snap it together and then we put it on the ground and banner stretches between it. Kinda like the idea of an awning that you put up
Yeah,
on
like
the
plastic
thing.
tunnel with
Because the
stuff.
banner
Yeah.
holds the pipe together.
Something.
And then I put pulleys on the top of these things, and we pulled it up. What I didn't realize is that 2 people can't do it, you need 3, and he just happened to come at the right
I've
time.
been in a similar situation where Eric happened to help me when I needed a third person to
Yeah.
do the hops.
Setting the signal out on that.
But what it does for us, though, is when we clean up the end of Oktobefest, you know, we can go over there and we can untie these 2 ropes and just drop the banner, pull it apart, and we take it with us.
So you'll have
Done.
to undo the middle one, because it's, the middle one's
Yeah.
on the little hook up there, so
Yeah.
take that off and it'll work out good.
Instantly, it's down.
Nice.
So we've fixed that problem. It's not so much of a problem to put up anymore or take down.
Sweet.
And a matter of fact, before, we used to have to absolutely move the cars so that we could get a truck in there to lift it up. Now, you don't have to do that. We set it right up and we pulled it up and there was 3 cars behind us. So, it worked pretty well.
Awesome.
All right, so, we have that done. I'm still looking for wine supplier.
So I do have some good news sort of on that front. And I'm going to take another run at it tomorrow. While I didn't get wine today, what I did get was hard cider.
Okay,
Hard cider is,
it's apple
Hits.
wine, right? Call it apple wine, please. You've got
Okay.
apple wine, right?
sure,
Okay,
but it hits the same,
Strange.
it hits the same demographic.
yeah. That's
So-
why, yeah, we have a beer and wine permit, so you've got apple wine. Go on, we're listening.
Cider, I think, falls under beer.
No, it doesn't actually, because it's not brewed.
It
Okay?
most certainly
It's
is.
chugged.
No.
It
Apple,
most certainly is.
really?
Really?
Hard cider is brewed.
Absolutely. I brew the stuff, I know.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, it's not like it's not like you take cider and add liquor to it.
No,
It's,
I know how to make hard
All right.
cider.
Do you?
Yeah,
Then you'd know that it's brewed.
yeah. Go on.
So
Listen.
I called up Berkshire and I was like, and I said, hey, I just want to confirm, we're doing well. Yep, we're gonna get the truck down there on Friday. I think that works best. So everything's.
Oh, so Berkshire's confirmed they're coming Friday?
Yep.
What time? Yes.
So when I called back again, yeah.
Okay.
And so I called him back right after, and I said, hey, I was wondering if I could get apple wine, and he said, yeah, as a matter of fact, like we do have that. He said, we work with this other company. I hadn't heard of them, but he said they're a really good cider. So I said we can't do cider. And he said, well, then we have some apple wine. So perfect.
Perfect.
Yes. And then I called him right back and I was like, hey, shot in the dark, do you have access to wine? And he didn't pick up the phone at that point because he was sick of me. So
No.
And he said no or yes?
he did not
He
pick
didn't
up the
pick up the
phone.
Ah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
But so when I call him
It's
again,
like weird, sometimes he answers you, sometimes he ignores you for months.
Yeah.
Called caller ID.
Yeah.
but every time he's shown up, it's-
Yeah.
yeah.
Someday he's just gonna forget, But
Yeah. I don't know. He's like so far. So good.
anyway, all right. So, but that's not really an answer on whether we're gonna have wine or not. So you're gonna chase this guy and like.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him again.
Okay.
I called Newport Winery again. But like I said, I'm less concerned about having wine now.
If we have the apple wine, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go to Aspen where the beer flows like wine. Apple wine, huh?
There actually is apple wine.
It would be. We're gonna have to know, as soon as we can, so that we can put up some signage and stuff, or make up some signs for it, so that people know you have it.
Yeah. Well, I plan on starting to promote that we're going to have cider. So 'cause that's kind of a big, I think people will be excited about that.
Okay. In doing the program, I had mentioned to both you guys that, wow, there's a lot of blank spots on stage B.
Yes,
And
about that.
then I came up with another idea, okay, that, let me just hire a magician.
I got a magician.
Hmm?
I got a
No,
magician.
I'm not a magician, I mean,
Comedian.
a comedian.
Yeah.
A comedian. Oh, one that's funny. Okay.
Therein lies the problem.
So there actually isn't that much. There isn't as much space as you
Well,
think.
Well, yeah, there is, okay? Because setup and breakdown is a space too, okay?
Which we've left.
Huh?
Which we've left plenty of time for.
That's what Tony's
That's
saying,
the point.
is between the breakdown and then the breaks,
Yeah.
there's a lot.
Stages, entertainment, like, our goal is to keep people engaged during the whole event. We're not, this isn't just an entertainment on this stage and an entertainment on that stage. The whole event is entertainment, right? Okay, the whole event is a show, all right? So what we have to do is we have to keep them engaged, and in order to do that, you can't have any pauses.
But there
Mhm.
aren't any pauses. And,
Well-
and this is, well, hold on, this is what we talked about earlier in the year, is
Yeah.
that one of the issues we were running in with stage
Ooh.
B was that there's so much good stuff happening other places that it wasn't pulling people down.
Then there's the problem. My question of that is then how come you don't have good stuff on stage B? How come you're concentrating all the good stuff on stage A? Why don't you split it up? Why do we have the best stuff on that stage? Why don't we have two stage A's?
Well, it's possible. For this year, we've come at the philosophy of targeting each one with different focuses. So stage A is music.
When you have a stage go silent,
Well, it's not
Any of
silent.
it-
It's
The
not
stage isn't
silent.
gonna go
You've got
silent.
music playing.
well,
on it.
that,
So, all right, no, I need to interject because this was the plan. Okay, like from meetings way
I
back
know,
months
I
ago,
know, I
we
know.
said we wanted to have an act here,
Mhm.
so that you had crowd here, then an act over here, so that then you had the crowd move over here, then you have an act over here, so that the people were flowing. So we didn't have 3 acts going all the time, 4 acts going all the time. So this was the plan going in. Like this has always
drive
been the plan
traffic.
for this year. Was that we're gonna try to move stuff around.
The other added wrinkle in that too is now not only are we playing with 4 stages, we're also playing with an event for the entire place with the larger than life parade.
Mhm.
So we also had to coordinate that,
yeah,
which shuts everything down.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, like right now, we have, I mean, literally, I'm gonna wind up getting Boombox up for 15 minutes and then stopping them to do the parade.
I'm looking at the master schedule right here. There is always at least 3 things happening at once. There's never more than 3. We've either got beginning of the day, we've got Blue Cat Groove, Dance Sensations, Sam, possibly Sam. Then it's chorus, Magician, Kenzie, Cosby Sweaters. We stop for Larger Than Life Parade. Then it's Brian James Quartet, Wiener Dog Races, Vito's Band, Blackstone, Cosby Sweaters. Then we've got Brian James Quartet, Newport Ave, Vagabonds. Then it's Boombox, Larger Than Life Parade, and Vagabonds. The only time that things start to slow down is the very end of the day. And that gets slower anyway.
And we might be getting another act for,
Did you get in
stage.
touch with Jody?
Yes, they're gonna get back to me tomorrow. They're checking soccer schedules.
Okay, well,
we have room, I mean, it's possible if there was a little bit of wiggle room, if we wanted to throw one more person in there, but I don't feel compelled, and I think Keith agrees, that we don't feel compelled to slam everything full all day.
Maybe not, but it just feels like that stage B is being abandoned in
Which-
favor of the one in front of the Mumford Lodge. That's what it feels
It,
like.
it looks that way somewhat on paper. Okay, and actually, I mean, when I look at this, I'm going, you know what, where we fell down a little bit is we have 3 acts starting all at once at 9:30. We have, you know, 4 things starting all at once at noon. Like that was not the intention. But once we started moving the parade in, stuff got condensed and you know, it got slotted in ways that I would change next year. But by moving the dog races down there, you're doing everything but abandoning stage B. Because there's going to be, there's going to be a lot of setup time for that. That's where Larger Than Life is going to originate. Like, there's going to be a lot of activity, if not a lot of acts per se, on that stage.
We'll see how it goes this year, I guess. We'll make adjustments, you know.
Yeah, we didn't like the way that it was turning out for the indie bands down there, so we tried something different this year. It said, you know what, we're not going to do live music down there this year. We're going to do something different. We're going to.
And that's the other piece too. We've been getting feedback from the bands that have been playing down there,
That have been playing?
and they're disgruntled. You know, we have people traveling from Rhode Island and South County, and it's not a ton of money. We're saying this is a big event that has 7,000 to 10,000 people. And they're playing to nobody.
7 to 10 people standing down there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, if you're lucky,
Yeah,
yep, absolutely.
depending on
It's true. It's not a heavy activity spot.
And it's hard for us to, go to the well over and over again to pull these people. And,
So we're trying
good
something
stuff's
different.
happening up on the main stage.
You know, and again, we'll probably add more things in there next year, depending on how it goes. Like I said, I don't know how the setup and takedown and everything like that is going to go for the dog races. You know, but that's going to draw a lot of people down there. You know, when
Yeah, it did. It drew them up to the Mumford Lodge, so
yeah.
it's gonna draw them.
I think
No,
it'll
it's
drive
a
them
curiosity
more
thing, so-
because people will have heard about it. People will be excited to see it again.
Yeah.
It's a full schedule in not a long day. And I mean, if you look at any of the other events like Watch You Sit, they're doing their stuff. They're not putting on this kind of stuff. And so we have a lot. We're offering a lot throughout the course of the day.
And there is still going to be, because we're going to have the stage, we're going to have the sound system, like, so there's still going to be music pumping down there. I mean, it's not like it's just going to be like,
Dead.
Right.
you know. I know John's got an iPod full of obscure music that he's just dying to play.
Yeah. One album, one song, 4 hours. Let's go.
In a Gata Davida all day, baby.
I mean, that's the other piece too about vendors. If we're not cranking 4-piece indie rock down there, we can put some vendors closer down. They won't be grumpy about the noise levels.
So, do we have everything that we need to set up the races on the street?
No, about that.
Okay,
Ron's in Hawaii
till when?
next week.
Next week.
Oh, you do that too.
Okay.
I called. He's like, I called, and this woman called me back. and was like, some guy John just called. I'm like, oh, okay, we're both doing
All
the
right.
same thing here. I'll back off.
So here's my thought. If we give ourselves a cutoff date, if we don't have dimensions on this thing, we just build a track.
We don't.
use it.
She said that she was going to get the dimensions from him.
Okay, But
If
there,
you- if you
but
notice them.
there are things that we need, okay? Like we need a roll of AstroTurf, right? Anybody,
Yeah.
anybody have that, or are we gonna have to go buy that somewhere?
We have to buy that.
We're gonna
Okay.
buy it.
All right, so, and that's like 4 feet wide or something, right? Yes, no, I don't, I never bought it before, so I don't
Me
know.
either.
I don't know where to buy it.
That's probably something an online buy or
Let's look for the table there.
Okay, so,
What
so
is this?
what
this
about,
table, that's
and what about the
3
fencing?
feet anyways.
3.5?
I'm sorry.
Fencing.
3'5" maybe?
So
I thought
we're
we
gonna-
had the fencing from last year.
Fencing?
I think they've got the fencing.
They've got the fencing.
I think so.
I don't think we
Who's
ever
got
came
it?
up with a,
Uh,
I said hay bales, you said 5-gallon buckets full of concrete. I don't think we ever came to a decision on what to do for.
Yeah, I know, but it's, time is short. Another handicap, my company's moving, so as of,
it's extra short.
yeah, and it's not this weekend coming, but the weekend right before Oktobefest, so I am gone. I am not available that weekend. Okay? So you won't see me until, until like Monday, okay, of Oktobefest, the week before, Oktoberfest week. So, so I have this week, that's why when we talked about, I'm not available that
Yeah,
week before
yeah.
Oktoberfest. But I am available this weekend, so if we're gonna do make something, you know,
What do you-
We have to
can
do
the
it
three of
now.
us handle this?
yeah.
Eric?
I like the two of you. You said 2 or 3, how about the 2 of you? Yeah, whatever, yeah. I'll do some research
John?
tonight to see if we can find it. I mean, if I find it, will I do that and email you the information so you can pay him or whatever? I mean,
What?
Yeah, shoot it over to me, I'll buy it,
Yeah.
and then we'll get.
Yeah,
rid of it.
AstroTurf, is it,
it-
right?
yeah,
Turf, yeah.
I mean,
And we're probably gonna need fencing.
Hmm?
Probably gonna need fencing.
Yeah,
Because I think they have the fencing from last year.
Are you a bigger space
Yeah, but-
now?
we don't know, if they do, we have to get our hands on it, so that we can make it so that it can set up fast and
Yeah.
take apart fast.
we decided on 4 by 50 or 4 by 30.
I
What
wanna
did
go
we?
5.
Huh?
I wanna go 5 feet.
Okay, 5 by 50?
Yeah, plus a little bit
Well,
extra.
first of all, the roll comes in a size, whether it's 4 feet or 6 feet, that's what you're getting,
Okay.
okay? So, and you can't say you want 5 if it doesn't come that way.
If it does, well,
Yeah, but you don't have to use the other foot, I mean, that's,
well, I think we do. So what we were thinking of, well, Tony and I talked about this a couple
okay,
weeks
so
ago.
it's you two.
What we're thinking about doing is taking the turf and then zip tying in the fencing
To
along
the
the
turf,
edge, to
so
the
that you can
turf.
just flip
So
it
you
up.
can do this
How does it stand up?
and
Yeah.
then use,
Well, you'd have to put your fence posts held up somehow, either with a hay bale or a bucket of concrete or something, you know?
So zip tying the fence to the,
turf.
That'll
Sure.
make it, but that'll make it do that.
so it'll hold it, so then you can put it up on its edge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be like folding up, the sides.
Because Ron's concern was dogs scurrying out or getting out somehow.
Right.
And if we're gonna do bales and you're gonna hook it, somehow you have to get it under or hooked on the ground. So this way you create a chute like this.
The thought is that if you do it that way, then you can, especially if you had like a fence post or something stuck in a bucket that
That's what
had,
I'm looking at now.
Yeah, Home Depot's got that.
sand even.
Yeah.
But I
So
don't
if
know
you
if
wanna do
you're
anything
carrying that
permanent,
big
if it was a bucket of
I'm
sand
thinking online
that the
you'd be able
post
to
was
get a
stuck
big
in, right?
Yeah.
Then,
Swath of it.
then what would happen is
Well, they
you
have
got it,
this.
you fold it up,
It's just
and then
not
you drag the
expensive.
posts up to it,
Yeah.
and
It is expensive?
It's not inexpensive.
Oh.
they're little dogs, they're not gonna push over a bucket of sand, you know?
Seven and a half feet wide by custom length for $20 per linear foot at Home Depot.
Oh,
It's not terrible.
how much? Wait, 20 bucks a linear?
$20 per linear foot.
Oh, jeez.
That adds
And
up
it's
fast.
7.5 feet
How
by
many-
whatever
how many- how
custom
many
length
feet
you
do you
50
want.
feet plus on each end.
It's
How much?
50 feet
50 feet.
times
It's
10.
Plus a little bit on the end.
And how much is it per foot?
It's $20
Yeah,
per
that's-
linear foot.
$1,000
Talking about $1,000 just for the roll
for
of.
AstroTurf.
for AstroTurf.
that's just one place, but
Can we grow real grass really fast?
Some sod.
Not in the
sod?
middle- not in the
sod
middle
might
of
be
the road.
cheaper.
Get a sod cutter. Lay it out. Well, that's primo.
I mean, I'm guessing that there might be cheaper places to look.
Well, even if you're at $15 a
All right,
foot times 50 for the, that's adding up. That's a lot of dough.
Thought of mine.
Yeah, we're not spending $1,000 on a
No way.
dog course.
4
What would
foot-
you spend, what would we be willing to spend on that for, if that's, I was thinking like $300, you
I was
know?
thinking, I was thinking 500 would be okay, maybe, but
Okay, well, so 500 might not be out of the realm. So
Sponsor?
we could get 4 foot by 13 foot for 140. And 5% off of that.
13, how many, 13 feet? 4
So we can-
times
4
4.
rolls.
Yeah, so about $500.
that's not counting fence and posts.
4 feet would be
Yeah, but I mean, I
Yeah.
think it's going to be something we're going to use.
4 feet for 4 dogs, for 4 abreast.
Yeah, I mean, they have 5 foot.
4 feet is about, well, actually bigger than that. 4 feet is about
Yeah.
that big.
Yeah, they have 5 foot by 10 foot for 130.
Is,
That's still $500, that's pushing 6.
7.
do you all think
700
4
bucks.
feet's wide enough for 4 dogs?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I
I
don't
I
think
think you
so.
need 5 feet.
This is a ridiculous thought experiment.
Hmm.
This is a ridiculous thought experiment. Is 4 feet wide enough for 4 dogs or 5 feet? Definitely 5 feet.
Too late to find a sponsor.
We're looking at getting Pot in town. I mean, they got to sponsor
Some
grass.
Get up, doggy.
Let's see, AstroTurf was sponsored by, yeah.
Whoa, that
Supreme
dog-
X.
that dog runs fast.
Don't light it up.
Just, I'll see what I can find.
Yeah, plus 100 feet of fencing. Well, yeah, actually cut it in half.
It's gonna be a spendy little event for those little
Well, the
dogs.
fencing's reasonably cheap. I mean, that's the plastic, you know, that plastic roll of fencing.
You only need 1 roll and cut it in half.
I mean, the cool thing is you don't have to mow it.
So you're thinking
That's in
of
the
like a
description.
garden kind of, you wrap your garden with, so call it 3 feet high, so we're gonna cut it in half, and 1.5 feet, and use, get 1 roll to do each.
Yeah.
All right, that's not bad.
Because
Yeah.
like Tony was saying, all he needs
Those things ain't gonna jump that high.
height. His little legs.
This is a hot dog on the other side.
And the hot dog on the inside.
And then but then you gotta figure out what we're gonna do for the uprights, the posts. We'll put them in a bucket of sand, but you can use just about anything. You can use a, you know, tomato stake, really.
Those don't even need to be that high.
And put it in a hay bale, you're saying?
No, I wouldn't have put it in a hay bale because it won't be heavy enough. It'll, like, it actually won't be solid enough because it'll, but
In the hay bales.
if you took like a tomato stake and you had a bucket of sand, even, stuck it in that, it's heavy.
So you're gonna scoot the bucket of sand up next to the
Yep.
net that's there, and then take the tomato stake, swirl it through the net, and
Yep.
stuff it into the side of the bucket, into the sand.
Yep.
If you pull those tight, I mean, we're not gonna need those every 10 feet, you know what I mean? You'll be able to pull that tight and get that going down there.
Yeah.
It's gotta be quick. We gotta be
12 foot by 6 foot, $43.
Wait, what? 6 feet wide, 12 feet long?
So you need 5 of them?
For $43.
Where'd you find that?
Amazon.
Hey, I got an idea.
Just stitch
Why
together
can't we just buy,
47 welcome mats.
why can't we just buy like a, you know, like a, what is it, a 4 foot by 4 foot piece, right? 2 of them. okay? And you put the dogs on them and you drag those up the road, okay?
Lay down.
Wouldn't that
I
work?
don't have time for silly ideas.
Unless I come up with.
Yeah, unless they're mine.
We gotta paint the lines on the,
You're gonna paint lines on them?
was that the whole plan? Oh, we wanted to do a finish line.
Yeah, it's just a finish line. I don't think, what happens if the
The
dogs
dogs
don't
aren't
stay
gonna
in the
stay
line?
within the line.
We're gonna start the race over?
Look at this.
You're out of line!
Look at that.
Came out of my lane.
Well, those are like,
Trained.
How many dogs did they have running at one time?
they're ropes.
4. Really?
Yeah.
There's ropes?
Those puppies are in the lane.
Oh, hey, do you want to
They
know
are.
the
What,
big,
what, what
you want to know the
keeps,
big typo I just found?
what keeps them in their lane?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just laying on
There
the
is
ground
no
though.
lane.
Look at, those guys are in lanes.
It's laying on the
Well, I
ground.
actually wonder if John already figured it out. The website.
Yes.
Yeah.
They don't stay in the lane.
No, it's more for show. Well,
That's
it's
a
all for show.
super wide one there.
Yeah, well, it's
So
not,
they're
also
like
not
first
asking for
class?
if it's on somebody's lawn.
All right?
Oh, that's, it's about a foot apiece.
Okay,
It's
so,
about a
But
foot.
there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, it goes pretty far. There's a couple past that last dog that
Yeah,
looks like he's doing his business in the lane.
about a foot,
What, a foot long?
foot wide.
so what is the plan?
If this stuff's any good,
So
I'm going to use my.
Ron is not supplying any of this or helping with this or
Don't know.
planning this?
I
or-
thought he was doing the gates. I thought they
He's-
actually did the starting
They've
gates.
built a starting gate, but we don't know the measurements of it. So I sort of think at this point, it's, it doesn't matter. That,
Okay, it doesn't actually matter.
'Cause
How,
we're
his
gonna
start,
use it.
it doesn't matter. How many dogs does his starting gate start? 4?
We don't
We
know.
don't know.
I think it's 4. But that could just be my own internalization.
Well, because it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Even if it's, the starting gate is 6 feet wide, if we made the AstroTurf 4, then we just open it up to that,
Yeah.
right? You do what you have to do,
Sure,
right?
yeah. Bottleneck those little,
You're gonna
Those little
bottleneck,
doggies.
you're gonna bottleneck them, but they don't stay in their lanes anyway, so who cares?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Survival of the fittest.
All 3 of them. This is 100% for the spectacle of wiener dogs running down Main Street.
Mhm.
Okay,
So
all
let's
right,
not lose
there you
sight
go.
of
All
that.
right, so,
not betting big money on it.
Right.
All right. So basically, the $40 stuff is like $40 stuff. Like you're not
Get
going
what
to
you
use
pay
this.
for.
Yeah. It's thin. You know. So I don't know how much we care about like a nice padded thick grass and how much we care about just.
you just wanna cover the pavement.
I think
Let's
for
do
the
it.
first time we're doing it on the street, maybe the
Let's-
$40 stuff is fine, and then
Wait a
if,
minute.
if it's a huge thing, we
It-
invest in something bigger
You-
going forward.
Yeah.
What's wrong with putting a roll of carpet instead of AstroTurf?
Well, that's basically what this is.
No, I know, but carpet
Green
would
carpet.
probably be cheaper.
What kind
You
of
can
carpet?
buy a roll, you can buy a runner,
Commercial.
okay? Commercial runner, okay? And I know that because I'm doing this stuff now, okay? But you can buy, I can buy probably 6 feet wide, 100 feet long for about $500. And carpet, no pad, just a carpet.
Can you find it in green?
Can we make it shag and make it fight, make those little dogs fight for their run?
There you go.
So, but see, AstroTurf is special, you know, people buy it and make the tennis court out of it or something.
Where
or
you getting the
whatever.
carpet for $500 for that length? You're talking depot stuff or,
Yeah,
yeah?
yeah.
Also,
Let's do that.
what about storage?
Hmm?
What about storage? You're gonna roll up 50
Yeah,
feet
we
of
do
stuff?
not want
That's gonna be
serious stuff.
weigh a ton.
It's not gonna be light.
And the
No.
point is we wanna be able to get it on.
And if that gets rained on,
But it's only
junk.
50 feet, not 100.
Oh,
right?
that's a good point,
If
too.
it gets rained on, it's junk, where the other stuff is not.
Well, that's true, because it's not made of plastic.
Sure,
What about an indoor-outdoor carpet?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Kind of stuff they put on pools, pool decks,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Is that the AstroTurf we're talking about? The green, is that what we're talking about, the green?
Well, it's not turf,
AstroTurf
it's not
is different.
AstroTurf, it's carpeting. It's
But
outdoor carpeting.
indoor-outdoor carpet.
Is that the stuff that mom and dad had, Keith?
Yeah.
That green stuff? Yeah, that's what I had in my mind the whole time. Is that not what other people had?
Yeah, well, they make nicer stuff.
Different colors and everything they make now.
Yeah, I mean, like, it can be like nice and thick and 4 foot by 6 foot. Yeah, that's,
I mean, the other piece is it worth, excuse me, right now this is all an academic exercise. Is it worth getting a small piece and doing a, test the theory, see if it works, before we go out and spend $500?
You don't
yeah,
have,
that's true.
if you're gonna do it for the event, you don't have that kind of time. Now,
No,
you
I think
don't-
what John's saying is like, let's not do a huge cash outlay our first.
Well, that's not what I was saying.
Nope.
Well,
That's what
so,
Melissa was saying.
yeah, but
Yes.
what does that mean? It
I
means
thought
you're
you were
gonna run them on
saying
the
the same
road? On the pavement?
Do they have to be on grass, something? Is this what
Yeah,
law
you,
is
you don't want
specified?
them to. Yeah, you don't want them to run on the tar like that. It's just
Here's something
It's
from
what?
Home Depot.
it's not good for them.
Keeps-
6
keep-
feet by
their
100
nails
feet for
ground down.
$387.
Whoa!
What'd you
6
get?
feet by 100 feet
6
of what,
feet by
carpet?
100 feet of artificial grass.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
$387.
What are the
Ding,
reviews
ding, ding,
on
ding,
it?
ding.
387 artificial grass. 6 feet by 100.
Winner, winner, chicken
Get
dinner.
a winner.
Look at that, huh?
4 out of 5 stars, that'll do.
Thank you, Melissa.
I bow to your superior Googling skills.
Huh? The
There
student
you
is now
go.
the teacher.
There you go.
All right, so that's your AstroTurf.
There we go.
Okay.
So that's
We just gotta come up with-
$387.
The fencing
Mhm.
idea, however you're gonna do fencing.
I'm still not, I'm clear on, you're saying you're gonna zip tie those things together.
Yeah.
Underneath.
Oh,
So run
never
the,
mind.
run the fencing,
Why?
It's not available in stores and it's not available for delivery.
It's not available what?
so run the fencing underneath,
You roll, well, we,
Mhm.
zip
yeah.
tie it,
Yep.
cut holes in.
How do you get this to stand up? Oh, with the bucket, that's right.
Stake it up.
Okay.
So do like a, the hooks, hook it on the,
or, I kinda like his idea better.
You
You
try and
you
find
take
something
the
else.
it's the tomato steak, right?
Squirrel it right through.
Yep, and you just squirrel it right
Yeah.
through like that, and then stick it in the sand,
sand, that, yeah,
right?
that would work as well, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's only gonna be 1.5 feet high. It's not, I don't think it's gonna fall down like a quitter, you know? I think it'll be all right. I'll cut the stakes. I can cut
And,
those.
yeah, and actually, what you can do, on the top of the stake, notch it, so that you can make the plastic fit in there, and it won't slide down, the stake.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So if you make a notch for it to sit in, the top, like the top hole will
Yep.
sit in that notch.
Yeah,
then
there's
it
all little
won't-
squares and stuff.
Yep.
Any preferable color you want for this stuff? Doesn't matter.
I don't,
Whatever's on sale.
Just make it pretty.
the dogs won't care what color
I'm gonna
it
have to
is.
get a bandsaw so I can help you
No?
do that.
It kinda depends on what color the fence is,
Black.
right?
I don't understand why they have
Oh,
that instead of
Green?
It's not usually black, it's usually, they make that plastic, the cheapest
Really
plastic
nice.
fence you can buy.
I've got a green. That's what I get around the garden. so
It's
that's why
either,
I'm saying green.
it's, or that neon orange stuff.
Sure, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
All
You've
right.
done a good job taking notes.
So it's gonna be 50 feet long, so you figure you're gonna need 10 buckets and 10 stakes.
Mhm. Buckets I might have covered. I'll check that tomorrow. But stakes, I can cut those and make that work.
Yeah, and we can get the sand at the highway.
Medium
department.
rare, please.
You can fill the buckets with sand. And we can just move them off to the sides. And then what'll happen
Foot
is.
and a half, I mean, the, how tall is a 5-gallon bucket? Because you cut those things in half, this thing is only gonna get to the top of the 5-gallon bucket. So the stake that's to the top is not even gonna do anything.
Then we don't even need the bucket, the stake. What you do, we put a hook on the bucket.
Put a hook on the bucket and just hook that thing right onto the side of
Yep.
the bucket, be done with it.
Yep.
Throw a rock or something in the bucket, not even with sand, it'll be easy. All right.
I don't think a rock, but sand would probably be better.
Can we put lids on them or something? Can we do lids on the buckets?
Legs?
Lids.
Lids.
Those are extra. What do you wanna lid on the bucket for?
Aesthetics.
What do you want on the bucket?
A lid.
A
How about we
lid.
just put them
Cover
upside
it.
down? They can't fill in sand.
Right.
Okay, good talk.
Just fill them with the water. Water. He's thinking about that. Because then you can just dump it out.
That's not the worst thing. Then you definitely want to put it on it.
Yeah,
But the water's not gonna hold the sticks in place.
Okay,
I'm not using the stick anymore.
Oh,
All right.
sorry.
so
I'm like, all right, I can't be the only one who's realizing
who
this.
is gonna get their hands on the green grass from Home Depot?
It's
You
not
can't get it.
available.
You can't get it.
Keith
They
and I are
have
working
it,
on it.
or they have it on their website, unavailable to pick up, unavailable to be delivered.
Can you call someone? Maybe at Home Depot?
So how do you buy it?
You don't.
You steal
It's
it.
a tease. They were teasing us.
Yep.
So now we're searching.
Okay, all
All right,
right.
you know what? Melissa and I are gonna make this our,
It's like a challenge now.
yep.
Okay, while you guys are searching, okay, we're gonna continue on. We have Friday.
Was that confirmed?
She had, yes, kind of, sort of,
Okay.
okay? She did offer saying that, she had sent an email to me and asked me, what did she say exactly? Let's look it up. Amy had,
150 meters. What am I gonna do with that? What is it? Why do you have your price in square foot? And then,
Throw meters at me.
yeah, like what are you doing?
It's like, what, 40 feet?
I had asked her if she had enough dances for all 6 puppets.
She does.
Yes, well, and she replied back to that, and she said that, let's see, we have enough dancers for all the puppets. She has about 20 of them that want to do the puppets.
Oh, wow.
My daughter
then-
is very excited to be part of the process. She was invited by Amy, and she's been going. She went to her first practice on Friday, and she's very excited.
Oh, cool.
She
She's
says
very
it's gonna be
excited?
really cool. Yep.
Okay, well, all right, but anyway, she said we have a rehearsal
Right,
starting
but
at
I can
6:30
follow up with
to
that.
7:15
On
this
Monday.
Friday. Maybe if you come down and suit up the dancers, that we are
What is
reviewing
this?
and learning, and they can
Friday.
just jump in and go
I
with
think
us
you said
as we
Friday.
review.
That's when they've been practicing.
I'm having those wearing the puppets learn the dances with us, and then week 3, we will adjust and do some special things so that they have some special moves. Okay? And then I gotta bring the fabric there. So, that was the plan. It was
Yes.
gonna be like 6:30 on Friday.
Don't know if I'll be there,
Okay?
but if I can, I will. I don't know if you really need me there anyway. I'm just,
It would be help,
okay.
yeah, because,
I might be there just because my daughter's gonna be there.
yeah, it would be a help because, that way you can learn how to suit them up too. So that we can both, because that day, it's gonna take both of us to get them off.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so, that's the plan on that. And then she was supposed to get back to me on, whether or not what number of shirts. But what I did was I sent her a link to what we bought,
Yep.
so that she could order them on her own directly for the price that we paid.
There we go.
Okay, so I don't know if she did that or not. she hasn't responded back. So I'll email her tomorrow and ask her how
Would
she's
we
doing.
reimburse her for that?
Hmm?
Would the committee reimburse her?
She was asking me for the price. I don't know what they want to do with them.
Okay.
So,
I think she was gonna order shirts.
well, it also depends on how
Anyway,
many,
so,
you know, if she's gonna order, I mean, I have a quantity of them, but if she's gonna order more than that of a particular size, then we need to come up with them somehow, and time's getting short,
I
you
don't know
know?
if you have sizes small
So-
enough for, so
Hmm?
it's gonna be young girls. I don't know if you have.
Yeah,
those
I don't,
sizes?
but that's like smalls and mediums and something, and I don't know how many of those I have,
Yeah, right.
so I don't know how many she needs, so. Anyway, so that's that.
Door and outdoor carpet at Menards, we might get something.
That's that conversation. I would like to have them all wearing the same thing,
Yeah.
you know?
I think that's probably Amy's goal as well.
What about,
Yeah.
Tractor Supply?
That's good.
They also have, they would have fencing too. I don't know, I gave you a couple of contracts, a few contracts.
Yes. Are we missing any contracts?
Yes. I guess I'll 3 out. They're electronically signed.
Yeah.
That's fine, okay.
Whatever. Okay. I think the only real, okay, well, we have a couple of pending things, a couple of things that have to be done. Who is gonna do, the gift cards?
I will. I have no problem doing that.
Okay, so you're gonna need, you need an advance of that, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so how much do we wanna do on gift cards? I think we wanna do like, you know, $5 gift cards, or, you know, like that. I don't think we
Yep,
wanna
we'll
go.
stick with the ones that have come in from other places as the big ticket items,
Yeah.
and just do the rest as the smaller.
What do we think?
Do we, you said scratchies?
That was
But
facetious.
do we wanna do that for the adult one?
Scratch tickets?
Is that legal?
Yeah.
No?
No, you don't wanna buy scratch tickets.
Okay.
Well, that, it's touching on a gray area when you do that, because that becomes like a raffle, okay?
Sure. Yeah, you don't have to convince me. I was being
Yeah.
funny, but
I was like, oh, scratch tickets,
yeah,
I like
I was
that.
like, what? Scratch tickets? Like, oh shit, shoot.
Hold on.
5 to 10, and 5 to 10, more closer to $10.
So a combination of $5 items and $10 items?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, my question though,
How much money do we
was
wanna
how much
put up
money
for
do we
this?
wanna spend like that?
Do we wanna spend 200, 300? What are we thinking, 100?
250.
300.
250.
Well, you were saying.
100's not enough if you're gonna do 5
No.
and 10, you're gonna get 10 prizes, yeah.
We had, you said what, we had 200 prizes last year?
Yeah,
And we have, what do we have now?
I thought we had 99
about
last year.
20.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
I thought that's what the spreadsheet said.
Anyway,
So if we did
Not even
$200
that
at $5 a piece, you're only talking 40 prizes.
300.
Hmm?
300.
Here's the point, okay? I'm gonna sell tickets, okay? Last year, the Cash Cube brought in about $400, for $450. See what I mean? The spinning wheel did probably about 350, okay? So, in reality, what happened is you're gonna make that back. So whatever you spend for
anticipate
prizes,
we'll
you
make
gotta
it
make
back.
some of that back,
Right.
you know? So, you gotta put that in your mind.
300,
Okay.
350.
Hmm?
300 or 350.
I say we go do it with $400, okay?
I was trying not to be greedy. I'll take 400 to go shopping.
Yeah, so, but what you do is you get an assortment, you get like,
Yeah.
you know, some McDonald's gift cards, or, Dunkin' Donuts.
Try
Dunkin'
and
Donuts
see
is
what
popular, huh?
Go to the CVS or any of those stores.
Yeah,
and
they have the kiosks
the
of them.
kiosk. You could have a field
Yeah.
day. there.
Mhm.
Amazon,
iTunes.
iTunes, all that stuff.
Yep.
Whatever the kids buy.
Okay.
Crazy kids.
Get some. Get the vaping. Stuff go like hotcakes.
Nice.
All the kids in the bounce houses. Puffing on a jewel.
You know what? rent out the cash cube for 10 minutes. Good, lock yourself in there, kid.
Made
Would you
10
like
grand
to-
on the cash cube this year.
Would you like the Jolly Rancher flavor or the
Right.
Lucky Charms? Oh boy.
Yeah, I agree. I also did find in the spreadsheet the instructions on
There you go.
how,
Done.
thank you, how Tim was doing the organization of the prizes the night before, so I will try and get that sorted out as well, and hopefully be able to do it without having to stay up till, what was he at your house till 2 in the morning last year,
Sounds about right.
doing it?
I need to reach out to BVT again.
Hmm?
What exactly do we want from them?
Bring the robotics crew.
Are we giving them a booth?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
We have these left, you said we're getting full,
yeah.
okay.
Make a motion.
I would like to move that the robotics team at BVT hereby be given a booth.
Yeah.
Providing
Okay,
entertainment.
second,
Second,
all in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Okay, so you can comp them a booth if they show up.
Okay.
I'd like them to bring their robot, because that's an activity and we haven't had them for a while.
Mhm.
And it does draw attention,
Draws interest.
yeah. And you give them a spot, you give them a couple, 10 minutes or something that they can run the robot in front of the stage. So, were they waiting for contact from you, or?
Last school year, I reached out before summer, before school let out, to set everything in motion. And then I need to reach out again to just say,
Yeah,
hey,
we'll put them in that area down there. We usually put them around the area of Harry's Pizza, because there's that driveway that we kind of make use of, because they need like a back spot, to put their equipment and stuff.
The other thing is I also had reached out to Douglas, the various Douglas High School groups who need service hours for volunteers. I'll follow up with them once you want to.
It reminded me I was supposed to give you some forms today, and I forgot to bring them.
Oh, if I'd known that, I wouldn't have come.
All right.
So I will have to get them to you as soon as I can.
Yeah, give me a call if you get them done.
Actually, if you show up Saturday, when we do that walk, right?
Yeah,
Then I won't bring them on Saturday.
giddy up.
Okay. Anything else?
What's that?
Oh, yes, there is one other thing. Mary usually does this, okay? All of the
Adjourn.
businesses downtown, she goes and she hand delivers a
She
letter.
hand
to them.
delivers these to all of the
Yes.
businesses?
Yes, because by hand delivering, you make sure that they see them that way, okay? So she hand delivers these that says, "We're closing the street," especially where you get, the businesses and stuff. Closing the street on Saturday, so you can't have gasoline delivered at, 9 o'clock on Saturday, know what I mean? That's what this kind of stuff is for.
Sure.
So that they know that this road is closed, they won't be able,
Speaking of which, whatever came of last year, y'all sitting out there counting trucks.
what about it?
Last year, y'all.
Tim and I sat out there counting the
Counting
trucks that
trucks.
went by to
Yeah.
see how many trucks go
Yeah.
through.
Speaking of
Yeah,
grass,
we did that.
Did you send a letter to the trucking companies?
No, we stopped doing that because it made no difference.
Okay.
Um,
That was my
It
question.
just made no difference. What we did instead was, we've been
Thanks for
putting the
your
sign up
time.
at, on the highway department,
It was a good time, yeah.
yeah, that
Well-
said that, a week or 2 weeks ahead of time, that says that Douglas Main Street is closed, the
Yep.
alternate route. That's what they do when they close any other road, okay? So we've been making use of that sign, so if we can get that up on there, that'll help alleviate the problem.
Is that what Keith's doing?
So, Melissa, I'm gonna ask you if you can deliver some of these to the businesses downtown and some of the houses.
I love being on this committee. Sure, that'd be awesome.
crazy
Well,
question.
Mary's just not in the shape to do it, so.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I wonder if the Hab would have some like old stuff they're not using anymore
That's a good idea.
Do you need a phone number?
for the Hab.
Yeah. Or can you look it up on your own?
Okay, Google.
What, do you have it?
I know you're better than an iPhone. Can you tell me the phone number for the Hab?
So, what, you're looking for like AstroTurf from the Hab?
Yeah, if like, I'm sure they redo those fields every now and then. Like, I wonder if they save some of the old stuff for patches. Maybe not. Maybe not. But
It's worth
it's worth a
asking.
call.
Or they might even have a recommendation of a place that we could get some at a decent price.
Right. I got 80 cents a square foot.
Now, do these go just to businesses or to the houses
Houses,
too?
all of the ones that are on where we
Within the
close.
range,
square feet
oh
is
good
that?
lord, they're gonna love me.
How many do we need? What did we decide? Like 6 foot by 50 or
6 foot or 5 feet?
5 feet by 50?
Everything that's inside the barricade.
5 by 50 is 250 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that wouldn't be a bad price.
What is it?
Most importantly, the businesses, because they get deliveries.
How
How
you
much
know.
is square foot?
They get deliveries
80
of
cents.
gasoline or, bread or
It's 200
something like
bucks.
that, or whatever.
Yeah.
And we wanna make sure that,
They have it?
I don't know. It's
that
just
they
it's
were
this
informed.
sports turf warehouse.
You can't buy it, you can't pick it up, all you can do is look at it on your
Yeah,
phone.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
So I will try.
Look with your
Yeah.
eyes, not with your hands.
Yeah, get off my grass.
So what's the solution on the doggies fund? We don't know yet.
The grass?
For the grass?
Yeah.
I'll let you know tomorrow.
I'll keep searching too.
I get some good ideas.
Well, we don't. You guys could buy it and get the process moving before next Tuesday.
Yeah.
They have yellow sports turf at 80 cents. Like, then if the dogs pee, it won't
Nobody will know.
be our little secret.
So Eric is gonna come up with the way to hold up the sides.
And boy,
Yeah.
Okay. The fencing's cheap. I don't care about the fencing. It's just the AstroTurf.
Yep.
All right, so Keith is getting us AstroTurf.
Yeah, me and Melissa are gonna.
Yep.
We're gonna figure that out.
All right. Anything else?
I don't think so. All right, so I'll get buckets, hooks. Who's getting the fencing then? Who's getting the fencing?
Good question.
I'll get the fencing.
All right.
well, Keith order it? 'Cause
You wanna order the fencing too, if you order?
No, you take care of the fencing.
never mind.
I shouldn't have asked, I should've just told him. Order the fencing too while you're at it?
It's better. Strong
There's a place in Mendon that sells synthetic lawns. What if we have to ask them to sponsor it?
Corrections. I didn't look at any of the band bios. I could, but F.
Alright, I think we got a few things to work on here.
Wow, there's only one screw up on that side?
I told you I didn't read the band bios because I ain't got time for that.
No, you'll read those tomorrow after I print the
Yeah, I'll be
thousand
like,
of them.
hey.
Well, I want to change Kenzie's to not be the first person. She's the only,
You wanna change hers?
she's the only bio that was in the first
Well, and you might
person.
have to delete one of the bios too, right?
Yeah. Sam might get deleted if you print another batch.
Well, it's too late.
Just put a big cancel across his face.
Right. With Sharpie?
It's too late.
Rich.
I'll make these changes, but after that, it's done.
Well, imagine how much those other originals with the mistakes are gonna be worth.
Yeah.
I updated the survey. That's ready to go. Just gotta turn it on the day of.
Survey says,
F.
What?
F.
F.
I missed the first part, I'm sorry.
The survey has been updated. I'm ready to take.
We're gonna sit here all night unless somebody makes a motion.
Motion to adjourn.
See ya.